Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. The Breakfast Club clowns Claressa. Papoose is married. Look, let me tell you something. Claressa, when she goes to that Breakfast Club, she's done nothing but rub them the wrong way. They just brought up there for clicks and views. It's my opinion, right? To me, they just brought up there for clicks and views. Everyone right now, when it comes to Claressa Shields, she need to understand. They just want clicks and views. Ain't nobody know anything about boxing. Nobody cares. They ain't like the drama. They know when she comes, she ain't gonna shut up. She gonna come out there and make herself look foolish. Every single time. And everybody now, they understand that Claressa's got a feud going with the content creators. Even somebody like, you know what, most people say, Hood Champion, you're pretty neutral. You know, you don't call her names and stuff like that. Man, but she already came over here. But she should come back. Because I'll ask her about the boxing. I already know she don't want to talk about Papoose. As a matter of fact, at this point, just fucking get married. Papoose, stop whatever you're doing. Just go and marry the goddamn girl. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with all this suspense and all that. Stop it. Just fucking marry her. Divorce Remy and marry Grohl. You know what I'm saying? She all about you. She ain't gonna leave you. That girl will wash your drawers. So just stop with the bullshit, because I tell you what, y'all can't afford to have any more of this shit going on. And I ain't talking about where she was like, well, fuck it. Just listen to what the Breakfast Club said. They are laughing at her. They're enjoying this shit.
Claressa Shields, she is out and about right now. You guys know she's promoting her fight that she has in Atlanta August 15th.
Yes.
She stopped by a radio show in Atlanta with Young Jock and Shanika.
That ain't just no radio show. That's the Screech morning takeover.
Yeah, I
the Young Jock and Miss Shanika and Shorty.
Like how I can say and what.
Yeah, you can show. Yeah, they the homies. They the homies.
Okay, all right. Yeah, so Street's Not for Five with Young Jock and Miss Shanika. And they were having a conversation about all things. Talked to her about boxing and all the things, but they brought up the her and Papoose. Let's take a listen.
How much longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband? Because at the end of the day, that's what people are looking at.
Well, pause.
Okay.
Pause, because that's not somebody's husband.
Okay.
Papoose filed for divorce. Y'all hate to say that word, but it's the word that's out there. He filed for divorce because he's serious about me. So I'm not with somebody's husband.
Okay.
And if you're going to call him her husband, make sure you call her his wife. And also hold her accountable for what she's doing in her life, because she has me, who she's big about. So don't make it seem like it's just one-sided. I'm not with somebody's husband. I'm with the man who filed for divorce, who's serious about me, who has done things for me that I've done for him. So that's not what it is.
Well, first of all,
close your mouth.
Hold on, I need to say something. Y'all know I love Claressa Shields. Drop on the clues bombs of Claressa Shields.
For sure.
But I love me some Miss Shanika too.
Yo, that
Miss
was
Shanika,
drop a bomb.
Miss Shanika has been
Damn.
one of my favorite radio personalities for a long time. I done said this before, like since the days of Wendy Williams. That's how long me and Miss Shanika known each other. That was great.
No, that was. that was.
I'm just telling you, that was great.
And it took a little hard too, because you're talking to a boxer.
Claressa ain't playing no
You're talking to a
games.
boxer.
Okay.
You drop a bomb for one
Can
time.
I hear the question one more time? I ain't trying to stir nothing up. I just like good radio. I'm a fan of good radio.
See,
that was good radio.
you're a
That's
weirdo.
good media.
You're a weirdo. Okay,
Let me hear that. Just
Longer are you willing to be in a relationship with somebody's husband?
stop right there.
Damn.
Hey, man.
Damn.
Hey.
That was old school.
Hey, by the way, great answer from Claressa, because Claressa could have took that another way too.
she could've.
She was very poised.
Yeah.
And she answered the question and gave a very good answer.
She used to it now,
That's some
though.
good radio right there.
Now nobody
Tell
goes
you
that
that right
direct.
there.
That was
gonna
good.
say.
No, nobody's that direct.
That was old school radio.
Nobody's that direct, but she know what people want to get to.
Miss Shanika been being that direct for years.
I love it.
Okay.
This Claressa first time up there.
That's
I'm
Wendy
assuming.
Williams, Miss Jones
I don't know
radio
if
right
this
there.
Claressa's first time there.
Gotta be,
The
because she
show
would have
is-
been asked that question then. That's crazy.
Point.
Whoosh. Okay.
She answered
Yeah.
it. That was a great
Great.
question. That was great radio.
But she's going to continue to get that question until.
No, she's
Yes.
not.
Well,
Anybody
no,
else
not like that.
gonna ask her that?
Not like that.
No.
Not like that.
Ain't nobody gonna ask
Absolutely
her
not
that.
like that.
They will.
Ain't nobody
But
gonna
not
ask
like
her
that. They will. Not
Nobody
like that,
ever
though.
has.
Right.
Not even when she was
Nobody
here,
gonna
I didn't
ask
ask her it that directly, because every
No, I
time
said
she was
they'll
like,
ask her,
wanting to get away.
not that directly.
Yeah.
But they'll ask. They'll fish. They'll fish around.
I
it.
love both of them sisters, though. I just want y'all to know that.
Yeah.
But I'm also a fan.
Claressa gonna be
I'm
pissed
a
that
fan
you
of
ran
great
that back.
radio. I'm a fan of great radio. That was good radio. Okay.
Wow.
And it was great on both ends, because all Miss Shanika did was ask a question.
Correct.
And Claressa answered it. Kept it moving.
The sad thing is,
That's it.
I didn't even hear the answer. I just heard the question.
No, the answer was great.
I was
Right,
shocked.
that was a
good
Yeah, I
answer
was
from
definitely
Claressa.
shocked.
Wow.
Okay.
It was a great answer.
Any more questions like
But
that?
she cleared up a lot. She cleared up a lot in her answer. She put it on the record.
I didn't know that. She said that Papoose filed for divorce because of her. I didn't know that. That was new
because
for me
of
to hear.
Claressa?
Yeah, that was. I thought that they
okay.
had just gotten to the point where they didn't want to be together anymore.
Exactly.
But she was
Right.
like, no, because of how serious he is and intentional about this relation. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. She said it was because of her.
That's the type of radio I like. I like when people talk to each other. If you got something you want to ask me and allow me to answer in front of you. Okay, don't do the sucker stuff where you talk about me when I'm not
when you
there,
go.
and then if I want to reply, you get mad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Claressa shit.
Now, you see, they're laughing their ass off. You know why? Because the whole world is. It's not just them. Claressa needs to understand with her and her situation when it comes to her relationship with Papoose, no one out here is cheering for her. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's entertaining. You know? Everything about what Claressa does is entertaining. No one's laughing with her. People are laughing at her. Even her own team. They're laughing at her. And, I'll tell you this. It's not even a matter of feeling sorry for her. It's a sad situation, but it's not about feeling sorry for her. Because she's doing it to herself. You know what I'm saying? You come out here, you're talking about this married man. I know they're apart. Everyone knows we're hood champion. I could care less what they do. They could go adopt a pet monkey and put a diaper on that motherfucker. I could care less. I don't care. But I'm watching, and even I'm like, what are you doing? And the people ask the question, you don't have to answer those questions, man. I don't know why she even answered that question. You know what I'm saying? Because it bothered her. Y'all think I'm joking? Look, it bothered her. Right here. I thank God for my calmness and patience at this time of my life. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't let nobody else off the hook. Next bitch come playing, I'm going all out. So you see, she out here ready to, she wanted to put her hands on that host. She wanted to put her hands on her. You know what I'm saying? And look, she put the comment, I'm going all out. And then the cat's clowning. Will there be any type of knockout? You see? Everybody out here laughing now, man. You see? Look, that's not GOAT talk, fam. See, everybody out here. Look, someone, don't let Alicia off the hook. See, everybody out here going in on her. Everybody out here going in on her now, man. It's ridiculous, man. Too late, they played you in your face and called you out. Just accept the effort and you involved in. Just know people laughing at you, not with you. You live in foul. Sad thing is your personal life overshadowing your accomplishments. You should evaluate your life. Bingo, bingo, bingo. The whole world is telling her, but she ain't listening. You know what I'm saying? This isn't a case of if they hate, then let them hate and watch the money pile up. Nah, if they hate, well, watch them hate and watch your money dry up. That's what's happening to her. Her money is drying up. Her popularity has dried up. Her brand is out of here. She did it to herself. I didn't do it, but I got a question though, man, because I'm sitting here like, yo, she out here talking about Pap, he's not married. The man's married. But this is what I want to know, right? Because I know he filed for divorce. Is a married person still married after filing for divorce? Okay, so the answer is yes. Filing for divorce simply begins the legal process. It does not dissolve the marriage. Think of it like filing a lawsuit. Filing starts the case, the court reviews it, the court eventually issues a final order. Until that final order is entered, the spouses are generally still legally married. Now, that's not Hood Champion's opinion, okay? That's how it is. But let me put y'all on to something here real quick. I'm going to put y'all on to something. I want to show you something. Because I don't know if people remember this. But I'm telling you, even for me, I'm like, yo, this is a problem. Let me show you something real quick. It's going to get your attention. let me mute this. Let me go here. Let me show you something. Because y'all know I don't be on the internet like this. But I came across something that got my attention. Check this out. This Remy tried to tell us I fucked that up typing, but it is what it is. Can't do nothing about it now. She said, he effing wish. He trying to find a way to rightfully get money from me. That's why he hasn't signed the papers, because he wants money. I pay for everything, and I mean everything. He was literally with his current come-up, Claressa, wearing my jewelry. That is crazy. He was probably in the pawn shop again. Oh, there he goes. Oh, Papoose, oh, Willie. This man more famous than the goddamn president. Big Groat and Papoose. So now I'm thinking, right? Because Remy said when it comes to Papoose, the fact that he's not signing the paper because he wants money, man, I wonder if him and Claressa are trying to use Remy as their come up. You know what I mean? If it's a community effort to try to come up off of Remy. Or maybe that's what it was initially and it's not the case now. But at the end of the day, that's what she said initially. Seems like they've come to some kind of common ground and not talk about each other. But until the final order is entered, the spouses are generally still legally married. Papoose is married. Remy is married. Now, when is someone legally divorced? A person's usually considered legally divorced only after both parties reach an agreement or the court decides disputed issues. The judge signs a divorce judgment or decree. The judgment becomes effective under the applicable law. See, that is the point at which the marriage is legally terminated. Okay, they haven't reached an agreement. They haven't signed any decree. There's been no judgment under applicable law. Okay, now, can someone date while the divorce is pending? Legally, it depends on the jurisdiction. And I ain't go that deep. But many places do not prohibit dating during a pending divorce. However, dating while still legally married can have practical consequences such as increasing conflict during the divorce, affecting negotiations in some jurisdictions, influencing certain aspects of the case if finances or other issues are involved, and there are some financial issues here. So whether it has legal significance depends on local law and specific facts. Now, can someone remarry before the divorce is final? No. N-O. That's not me taking the O out of hood champion. No, that's not my opinion. That's the law. In most jurisdictions, because the first marriage has not yet legally ended, a new marriage would not be legally valid. So they can't get married. So when Claressa talking about, no, he's not married. He's married. And matter of fact, okay, if he wasn't married, why he ain't marry you? Because he can't. Attempting to marry before the divorce is finalized could create serious legal issues. What are we talking about here? Many jurisdictions also impose a short waiting period after the divorce before remarriage is allowed. You see what I'm saying? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Now, as far as people saying, like Claressa likes to say, well, they're not together anymore. They're not together anymore. This reflects the difference between an emotional separation and a legal marriage. Someone may say, we've been separated for 2 years. That can be true emotionally or practically, but legally, they may still be married and are married until the court finalizes the divorce. In other words, relationship status does not equal legal marital status. It is what it is. She needs to understand this. Now, what if someone dies before the divorce is final? Well, this can significantly affect inheritance. And the outcome depends on whether there is a valid will, state or national will, how assets are titled, beneficiary designations or accounts, and insurance. So if a person dies while still legally married, the surviving spouse may retain legal rights that would have ended after a divorce finalized. So Papoose and Remy, if something happens to one of them, the other one retains legal rights. Claressa is a nobody in this whole big picture. She's nothing. And that's not me being harsh. That's just making sure there's no fucking misunderstanding. If I was with a woman and she was separated but legally married and she dead, the husband retains all legal rights. I'm nobody. Okay? So it is what it is. Now, does the wife or the girlfriend receive the assets? Generally, a girlfriend does not automatically inherit simply because she was in a relationship with the deceased. A legally recognized spouse often has rights under inheritance laws, although those rights can vary depending on the circumstances. Now, possible scenarios: if there's no will, in many places, the surviving legal spouse receives all or part of the estate under intestacy laws. An unmarried partner typically does not inherit anything automatically. Now, if there's a valid, so bottom line, the wife gets it. Or the husband. If there's a valid will, a person can often leave assets to a girlfriend, spouse, children, charities, or others through a will subject to any applicable laws protecting a surviving spouse. Some jurisdictions giving a surviving spouse rights that cannot easily be eliminated by a will. So even if there's a will and he leaves things to Claressa, there's some jurisdictions that still give the surviving spouse rights and Claressa gets nothing. Crazy, right? Now, if assets have named beneficiaries, certain assets usually pass directly to the named beneficiary, regardless of what a will says. Examples: life insurance, very straightforward. Many retirement accounts, payable on death accounts. The named beneficiary is frequently controlling, though there can be exceptions. Now, what happens to joint property, right? Sounds like this could be something that's going on. Jointly owned property may pass automatically to the surviving joint owner, depending on how ownership is structured and applicable by law. Again, the details depend on the jurisdiction and the type of ownership. This is why you just have to have shit spelled out, because you can see the lawyers be making a bunch of money off of people who don't have their papers straight, because it creates a bunch of confusion. Now, as far as children generally keep their inheritance rights regardless of whether parents are divorcing. If a parent dies during divorce proceedings, additional legal issues such as guardianship, trust, or estate administration may arise depending on the family situation. Now, why is finalizing the divorce important? Finalizing the divorce typically provides legal certainty regarding marital status, property rights, debt allocation, inheritance rights, spousal support, the ability to remarry. Until that happens, the legal relationship generally continues, even if the couple has lived apart for a long time. So they're married, folks. It is what it is. So the key distinction is between being separated and being divorced. Separated, the couple may no longer live together or consider themselves partners, but they are often still legally married. Divorced, a court has formally ended the marriage, and the parties are generally free to remarry. If a person dies before the divorce is finalized, the surviving legal spouse may still have important rights depending on the applicable law, while a girlfriend or boyfriend does not automatically receive anything solely because my man doesn't mean shit. So because divorce, inheritance, and family law vary significantly by jurisdiction, anyone facing a real situation like this should consult a qualified family law or estate attorney in the relevant state or country. So for Claressa Shields and saying Papoose is not married, look, man, it ain't my opinion. The law is the law. He's married, and everybody's laughing at you. Get over it. It's your situation. You chose to be in it. If you don't like it, get out of it. In the breeze.